Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. So today we're in the spring season, which is the last season of Series 29, which means it is your last chance to do the monthly rivals in the Mercedes-AMG Hammer Coupe, which is also available to win this week via the Tree Hugger Championship, and then the last chance for the online adventure as well. Again, if you don't know how to do that, then you can either send me a message if what I'm about to say doesn't make any sense, or you get to tier 3 or rank 3, whatever it's called, in either racing adventure, games adventure, or free for all racing adventure. I prefer the racing adventure because it's the quickest and the easiest. So you don't have to win them, you just get to rank 3, and then you'll unlock ranked adventure, and then you just do one ranked adventure. Probably, like I say, in racing, you don't have to win, and then you get a rank, and then it marks it gold in your festival playlist. You can do it more to get a higher rank, but if you don't have time, then don't really bother. But it's your last chance to do these this week, so you've got a full week to do them, so don't be panicking thinking you've got like 2 minutes to do it. You've got a whole week. But just less, because this video will be uploaded in a few hours, but yeah, basically it's the last season you can do them in. So this week, for 50% you can get the Lexus ISF, the saloon car. It's a pretty cool car. And then 80% the Rover SD1, which is quite a cool car as well. It's quite OP. And then for 80% of the whole series festival playlist, you could probably have got it last season. But for some reason in autumn my servers weren't working properly, so I couldn't do the games, and I forgot to do that championship. So I only got 82% on that season, so that's brought me down a bit. But if you're like me and you didn't do all of some seasons, then you'll be able to get 80% and get that Jeep this series as well. And if you haven't already, you can get the backstage pass as well. So this week we have the Forzathon, and in the Forzathon shop we have the Rosion Q1 for 600 points. I've never really driven that car, if I'm totally honest, but I do have quite a few of them. You got some classic race things here, a bit boring. And then you have the Mini Countryman, all four, down there for 350 Forzathon points. That's quite a few. That's quite a good car as well. It has, I think, 9 gears, I believe. Don't really know why. It's not that fast, but when you put a tune on it, it's quite a nice car. Stuff like that. So I'd suggest getting that if you only have a few Forzathon points, because it's a bit better than this piece of rubbish. I don't really know whether that car's OP or not, but if you want to know more about the weekly challenge, I uploaded a video last night. I'll put a link to that in the description. So there I go through actually most of the videos taken up by the new Update 30 feature, and going on about what new cars are in the new update. If you don't know what I'm on about, just like maybe restart your Xbox or your PC, whatever you're playing on, and load the game, and it should update the game if it hasn't done already, because the update was released Tuesday, I want to say. I think it was Tuesday at 6 PM GMT, so you should have that update by now if you haven't played the game or anything. And you can get the new feature as well, Horizon Super 7. But if you want to know more, I'm not going to rant on in this video, because I've already ranted on about it for about 20 minutes in yesterday's video. Go and watch that, and then at the end I go through the Forzathon. So if you already know about the new update and you just want to know how to do the Forzathon, skip to about 20 minutes-ish, and then about there I do the Forzathon, and we go through that. I think I went through all of it, I'm pretty sure I did, but if I didn't, do let me know. And then obviously you've got the dailies as well, but they're pretty easy. Drafting is just where you go behind another car. Speed, 4 stars, could be like 2 and 2, 1 1 1 1, could be 3 and 1. And then driving and drifting, they're pretty simple. You can get the Napier Railton from the trial, and you can actually, if you already have that car, you can actually use that car for the trial as well if you put my tune on it. The Showcase Remix. Judging by the thumbnail, you're in the Chevrolet ZR2 Colorado pickup versus the hovercraft, which likes to slide around and barge you out the way. That's quite a fun one. From the Playground Games, you can get the Illumicraft Forza edition. Again, if you already have that car, you can use that for the games as well, because it's already pre-tuned. But it is rear-wheel drive, so maybe if you don't want to spin out, if you don't have to drive with traction control on like me, then maybe don't. And we'll go through the stunts in just a second. And then you have the new car, the Mercedes-AMG Hammer Coupe. I'll be doing a video on that at the weekend, hopefully, if I don't forget. I'm getting too busy with the gameplay video, so tomorrow night or Saturday I'll be uploading the gameplay video, depending on how long it takes to edit and upload. If you want to see that, then let me know. I have had quite a few views on it, but I don't know whether people actually enjoyed it or whether they just watched it, maybe a bit of it. I don't really know, because I haven't had many comments. I mean, I don't really get many comments anyway, but I haven't really had any comments saying whether people wanted me to do it or not. I just decided to do it. So if you don't want me to do it and you think there's no point, then there's no point me spending hours editing and that if you don't actually want it. So do let me know. The Lamborghini Huracan Performante, you can actually use that for that championship. You can win it for again if you got that car. And then Ferrari F12 Tour de France. That is an auto show car. I don't know how much it is. It's probably maybe 800,000, I think. Maybe 1 million, I don't know. So you can either do that championship for the sake of it. If you don't have much money, you can do that championship to get the car. Or you can just not bother because it isn't the auto show. Well, they probably ran out of ideas to put in the festival playlist. But yeah. So I'll try and do a video at the weekend on the Mercedes as well. The photo challenge, actually, I forgot to show that, didn't I? Because I've already done it. The photo challenge, I just did it just before I started the video. You basically get in a cult car and just take a photo. So there's no specific location. The only restriction is it has to be a cult car. So by the thumbnail, you can take the BMW i-Setter. There's quite a lot of cult cars, the camper and stuff like that, the VW camper. But I just used the first one in my car selection, which is the 1968 Abarth 595. I just went outside the festival, took a photo, because basically there's no specific location, so you can just go anywhere. Did I show the Forzathon shop? Yes, I did. In the backstage this week, the vote. So last week, the Mercedes X-Class won. It was quite a close one. I didn't know whether the Colorado was actually going to come back and beat it, but anyway, it didn't. And then this week is a bit of a bizarre one. We have the RTR Mustang versus the Vauxhall Corsa. We have the other version of the Mustang RTR there. That's just a different number. And then the Vauxhall. I mean, I voted for the Mustang. I mean, I already have it, and I have, like, the other one as well, but I own the Corsa, and I thought maybe it's a bit more fun just to try and drift. I don't really know. But quite a lot of people voted for the Mustang anyway, probably because it's rarer and more expensive. So anyway, I'm going to back out of the festival. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted. I'm going to go straight into pause menu so that the festival music doesn't get me copyrighted. Probably did get copyrighted then because I heard it. Don't know whether it counted or not. So here, if you didn't watch my video, the Super 7 is on the map. Not going to go over it obviously, but there it is. And it is also a tab in the pause menu as well, which was the thumbnail for that video, if you didn't already see. So anyway, this week, we'll go and do the stunts now, because they tend to take the longest. So I'm just going to go to here. So for the speed trap at the Aerodrome, we need 200 miles an hour. And what you need to do is, I'm probably just going to get in. You could do it in a range of cars if they're upgraded. Obviously, it is only the runway. If you go on the grass, you're going to need a car with a bit of suspension. It's probably not rear-wheel drive. Just drop my controller. But I am going to take, I think, the Rimac. The Rimac, where is it? or Rimac, whatever you pronounce it like. Where the heck is it? There it is. So the stock one is fast, but this one's actually a bit faster. Technically, you probably should have traction control on because there is quite a lot of wheel spin and all the torque. And if you're trying to get a speed trap, you probably should. But I think I'll be alright. So this is a 2-geared car, obviously, if you didn't know that. And it's electric, so I'm just gonna... There we go. So we need 200 miles an hour. This will easily do it, right. I know it will. Just a breeze.
Turn right.
There you go, 231. If you don't have the Rimac, or the Rimac...
Turn around when it is safe to do
because
so.
it isn't an auto show car, you can use the Mosler or the Ferrari 5.9 Evolution thingamajig, because that's a very good car as well. Any really fast cars that have got good acceleration, you'll be able to do that. Then the danger sign is here, or it's on top of like the motorway tunnel thing. You need 225 meters. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm probably, because I looked at the stunts before I did the video this time, so that I wasn't like trying to think of what car to use. So I'm probably going to take the Jeep Trailcat in S1, because then I can use that for the speed zone as well, because they're both kind of off-road. So I'm just going to get in my Jeep. Hopefully it's fast enough. I believe in it. Obviously it's quite heavy, but it's got the power, and it's really fast actually. It is really fast. So I'll just get in this. We're currently on about 12 minutes, so if we do this with no faffing and then get onto the championship, we should be able to
turn around.
For a minute
when
the
it
car
is
was
safe
electric
to do so.
then, but then so really it's best if you come at it from an angle, not maybe this shaft, but because of the jumps and that. Put the car in 5th. Probably the car's got good suspension so it can absorb the bumps. So I think, what did we, I don't know how much we needed.
Ah, look! A challenge card. Some cheeky driver must have left it here.
Right, there you
We're not
go,
gonna let that stand,
244,
are we?
presuming that was enough. Yes, it was. Right, I heard the Scottish guy, Alex, speaking then while I was jumping. Maybe there's a challenge card there or something, I'm not really sure. For like the Super 7. Right, the speed zone, 82 miles an hour at Nether End. I'm just going to go downhill, I think. I mean, it's not really that much of a hill, but I'm just going to go this way. Really, because it'll take less time to fast travel, because I haven't got the Series X or anything, and I'm not playing on PC either, just Xbox One, so it just takes quite a while. Put the car in 4th gear. I'm just going to jump, make sure we brake on time so that we don't get failed. Yeah, of course I got failed, of course I did, because, yeah, definitely. I apologise for this is going to make the video longer, I know it is, but I'll try and do it properly this time. Right, put the car in 3rd this time. Right, come on, let's brake on time now, Mr. Shallow. Do it properly, you're making a video. I don't want it to be 30 minutes long, you know me, are you trying to do it quicker this time? Oh heck. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, right. Now we, oh heck. What did we need? 82? There we go, 85. Right, that'll do it. Right, so yeah, you can use like the Hoonigan RS200 for the danger sign and the speed zone as well, but I just used the Trailcat in case people don't have the Hoonigan. I mean, you can use the Moser as well, but it'd be a bit slippery on the you could take that another way, I know you could, but it could be a bit slippery on the, doesn't sound right, does it? A bit slippery on the speed zone, anyway. Right, now for the championships, don't know why I exited the map. Right, the trial is road racing, it's called Dry Aged, and you win the Napier Railton, which you can use for this championship, but you need B-class vintage races. So if I just go into here, I'll just go down to vintage races, because I believe it's near the bottom. Obviously it's near the bottom, because it's annoying. There we go. Right, so if you have the alternate union type D, you can use that one. I couldn't really tune it that much because it was basically top of B class anyway. Making it all-wheel drive would make it go into A class. So it's a bit shocking at handling, but it's quite fast. So if you can handle it, then you can use that. It's 10 million. It is in the auto show, but it is 10 million. So if you have it or you have the money, then you can buy that. This one's a band find, I believe, I think. That one is when you buy Edinburgh Castle. But I didn't really see the point in tuning that because it's a bit slow. But the Bugatti Type 35C is again in the auto show. It is 10 million. All of the cars in the auto show that are vintage racers are 10 million. It's only the ones that are in the auto show that are less. So this car grips really well and it's really fast. Not as much power, but it's fast and it grips well. And I know other people recommend that, so that's quite a good car. The Mercedes, again, quite a good car. I only have a Forzathon S1 tune for that, but the Napier Railton, it says that it's speed 4.7, but it went down when I made it all-wheel drive. This is a very old tune, by the way. But then I went into the gear tuning and made the final drive shorter, and it got it back up to faster than its original speed. So it's probably actually like a 7.3 or something. It doesn't handle quite as well as the Bugatti, but it's got way too much torque. But yeah, that's a very good car. It's not in the auto show, but I've got two of them, and obviously it's available. So if you I don't really know, but you win it from the trial anyway, which is a bit annoying. But you know, right, the games is up here. You need an A-class off-road buggy, and it's at Mortimer Gardens. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Again, it's near the bottom. Of course it is. There we go. Right, so this is the car you win. So you can use that if you want, if you already have it. Tune the Aerial Nomad. That's a pretty good car. I quite like that. If you have Car Pass, you can use the Exomotive Exocet Off-Road, if that's how you pronounce it. That's a very grippy car. It's not very fast, but it's very grippy. Don't really know why that's got so much power and torque. If I was driving that in real life, I'd be having a nightmare. I'd probably think I was going to die. Anyway, we'll ignore that, because that's in Car Pass as well. The Mini Buggy, that's quite a fast car, actually. I was surprised, and that handles really well. It's not in the auto show, but if you have it, you can use that. The Penhall Collar, that's in B class. This car's just way too slow. And then these, again, they're quite good as well. So I would suggest the buggy. If you have Car Pass, the off-road thing, whatever you want to call it. And then probably the best bet if you don't have Car Pass is the Aerial Nomad, because that's in the auto show for only 93,000 credits. Right, now. This one, road racing, Tour de Force, and it's A-class GT cars. This is the one where you win the car that's in the auto show, by the way. GT, again, it's near the bottom, which is annoying. Right, so the Bentley is basically top of A-class stock. I just basically put thicker tyres, a big wing on the back so it handles a bit better. And then about an extra 5 horsepower, I think. So that's quite a good car. It's in the auto show. This is in the auto show as well. That's a bit more grippy. But that's got loads more power. And then that's just a stupid car. So I'd probably say Bentley is first priority. Then the BMW. And there'd be maybe then like the Alpha. But that's not tuned, so... Right, now, this is the one where you win the Mercedes, the new car. It's Dirt, Tree Hugger, and you need a B-Class Retro Saloon. B. No, I'm not even going to do that. Right, so the RS2 has got rally suspension on it, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail. And that's also a very fast car. So I like that car. What else have we got? This one, that's quite a nice car. That's very fast as well. That one's just stupidly fast and doesn't turn at all. That one's quite fast. I think that's actually the car you... Oh no, that's the 80% for this season. And the... Oh no, because that's A-class. And so are they. So ignore exactly what I was saying there. you need B-class, don't you? And then the Vauxhall Carlton is quite a fast car as well. So I'd probably say Audi, then Vauxhall. And then maybe like, I don't know, a BMW or something. I don't really know. And then finally, where are we at here? Right, street scene. Expect the unexpected. S1 Lamborghini. So I'm just going to go straight to Lamborghini, which is there. So if you have the Hurricane Performante, which is actually the prize for the championship, you can use that. That's quite grippy. The Huracan, that's a very fast car as well. What else? Where's the other one? That's rear-wheel drive, wouldn't suggest that. Oh, here it is. The Lamborghini Diablo SV, which is 174,000 from the auto show, so it's probably one of the cheapest. It's fast, grippy, and probably... So I'd probably say the the Diablo first, then the Huracan, then the Huracan Performante, and then whatever you want after that. Don't really know. Maybe an Aventador or something. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'll just go into the festival playlist to recap. So yeah, enjoy getting your prizes. Don't forget to watch my video in the description for the Forzathon, and let me know if you want me to do the gameplay video tomorrow as well. I'll still record the gameplay, but just before I upload it, just let me know. So if you're struggling with anything, always feel free to leave a comment. I will always reply, because I don't get that many comments, so when I do, I love replying to comments. So thank you to all the people that have commented. And don't forget to subscribe and notifications turned on as well. And I'll be uploading the video on the Mercedes AMG Hammer over the weekend. So thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you have a very good day. Stay safe, and I'll see you very soon.